Welcome back to the My Team Save on F125 here on the ChesnoidPlays channel. Thank you for your continued support on this save. It really means a lot. Do make sure you drop the video a like and subscribe to the channel. Today we are here-ish. Yeah, there. Here-ish. Imola today for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. The old San Marino Grand Prix as far as I'm concerned, if you're as old as I am. Thankfully fully dry. A track that is re-envisaged this year with actually, is Imola Lidard? Imola might not be one of the Lidard actually, but it is no, it's Australia, Japan, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Miami are the Lidard ones. But Imola has been updated. The curbing in particular has been updated, and those pesky little sausage curbs are kicked to the curb. So hooray for that. Should be a lot more fun to drive. I mean, it's a great track to drive anyway, but it should be even more so now that it's a little bit less abusive with the curbing. So very much looking forward to this. Probably going to be poor though, because straight line speed has been strong for the AI here previously as well, so we may well look to run slightly lower wings than usual, suffer around most of the track, because track position can be king around here a little bit, and then just be quick in a straight line on the straights. That's the plan. Looking to be better than we were in the last round of the championship, that's for sure. For the first time this season, we finished behind our teammate of whichever driver we were driving as for the season. And to be fair, we've driven every round as Victor Martin. We are currently both bottom of the World Championship because our highest position is a 14th for me and a 17th, back-to-back 17ths for Zane Maloney. We've bought a number of upgrades to the car though for this weekend, so I'm hoping that we'll be slightly better, but not expecting to be massively better. Imola's fun, regardless. Even if you're running around at the back, it's a really fun track to drive, so I don't mind. It'll be less upsetting than Miami, which is a horrible track to drive around on your own at the back, or chasing Isaac Hadjar for 15 bloody laps and can't actually get him. Right, without any further ado, I'm going to head on to practice and try and nail a setup that will work for us to get, let's hope, a personal best finish of the season. As expected, at Imola, we are definitely going to need to run the lower downforce to be able to deal with the straight line speed of our competitors. It's an adjustment period for me because I'm so used to running higher downforce at Imola that whilst we're getting there, it wasn't initially immediately intuitive as to how to take some of the medium speed corners and the fast flowing chicanes because of the nature of significantly less downforce to what I'm used to at this circuit. So it's been an intriguing learning curve thus far in practice, but in qualifying we've only not gotten through to Q2 once. I don't want that stat to change, so let's do our best here, shall we, with some fresher parts in the car. A bit too much curve there, but get away with it.
We've been pushed down to P22.
Pushed down to P22, but we're about to put ourselves somewhere hopefully higher than P22. 16.5 in practice and 16.8 in qualifying. It's good enough for P12 though, and we know we can go quicker. We might, and I put emphasis on the might, be competitive here at Imola with the upgrades on the car. Drag reduction is going to do a lot for us over time. We're expecting obviously everyone else to take a big jump when we get to Q2 and then especially Q3, which I don't think we'll qualify for. But even Zane has gotten through to P16. So for the first time ever, both Chesnoid Racing F1 team cars are through into the second part of qualifying. Nice one, Zane. Love that. That's fantastic. Hadjar out, Lawson out. Both Aston Martins will join both RBs as well. Albon only 21st and Gasly only 18th. Everyone you would expect to be through outside of that is through. Brilliant lap by Jack Doohan in the Alpine to be P6 after Q1. That's fantastic from him. We'll see how he does in Q2 when everyone else will take a step up. We can take a little bit of a step up ourselves as well. We know we've got a little bit more pace in the car, so all I've got to do is find it. bank lap was absolutely awful. So it's no surprise that we're massively up on it. Just a case of trying to get into the top 10, and a 16.4, which is the fastest lap we've done so far, is P12 again. Depending on what race pace is like with the AI, we might be in with a shout of a point today, and I'm probably going to regret saying that a little bit later on when I don't have the race pace. It's a 16.595. I saw the 4.66 and thought that was my time. It wasn't. It was George's, who did get through in P10. So Kimi's out, although he's in 11th. Zane finishes at the back of this particular qualifying session. He's still a couple of tenths off Doohan, who is knocked out as we expected he would be in Q2, alongside both Sauers. But a P12 start here is our second best qualifying of the season, and certainly gives us the opportunity, at least, to potentially do something. Although we are supposedly, according to the race strategy practice programme, high on tyre wear and high on fuel usage. And that's not a very good combination, really. Who's on pole?
World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position.
Not Lando. Lewis was only on pole in Miami because of the rain that came in quali, wasn't he?
Hamilton.
And that's why he was 11 seconds faster than anybody else. But it is Verstappen from Lando again. Piastri down in 6th, though, so he's not qualified as well as he does sometimes. We're down in P12, but I think the better phrasing is we're up in P12. Certainly the better way to look at it. And the fact that Zane is in P16 shows that we're not necessarily outperforming the car right now. The car is coming along really nicely. See, we're still a very long way from challenging even for a top 5. Even for the points, potentially, at the minute, because we're anticipating going backwards. But even with a full tank, 110 kilos, that's still only half a lap's worth of extra fuel. I do anticipate us having to fuel save here a little bit, and it does reckon that my tyre wear is going to be pretty dirt. So medium, hard is the way forward, apparently. It's going to be a 2-stop here in Imola, which is not ideal, because it's such a long pit lane, but I imagine all of those that are starting on the hards are probably trying the 1-stop. But I'm just going to see what the strategy looks like here if we take that out. So a medium hard is supposedly still a little bit slower, even factoring in the super long pit lane. And of course, the more your tyres wear, the more prone you are to mistakes as well. And around here, where the rear is a bit loose anyway, definitely not going to be taking that option. So we'll start with a medium hard plan. We can always go hard in the middle stint if we feel like we can, to then be quicker at the end. But we'll have to play that by ear as time goes by, but certainly it's doable. Might it be quicker anyway? In general? We do 19. I mean, it's very close. There's barely any difference in it. We'll set that then. Medium, hard, medium. And we'll try and run that one. 19, 25, 19. That will be the plan.
Okay, incredible parking there. Nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get a good launch as the race starts.
That was probably as far forward as I could go. Very nearly overshot then. Good start. Ocon is really stuck down in the gears. Going to get ahead, and I'm going to try and take the inside line here. Sainz is trying to do the same on Ollie Bearman. I'm going to stick tight. Broke a little early there, and then overcompensated. I've got a Sauber on my outside here, who's then been able to get me back. Bortoleto around the outside. Not a bad start, though. All right so far. The upper position to P11. The car felt okay in practice and in qualifying, but obviously we're running quite low downforce compared to what you normally run here. So with even more fuel on board, the car is going to feel very boatish in the first few laps till that fuel load starts to wear off. So I'm going to have to be very careful in the corners, but I don't approach them too quickly. Otherwise I could certainly just put it in a wall very quickly indeed. It helps with that we were on the medium tyre as well compared to some that are on the hard for us to get a decent start to the race. I'm very intrigued to see what they're like down the straight here for this first lap. Hopefully they're not too aggressive or too offensive in terms of their straight line speed. They will get out of that last corner very quickly though. We've noticed that even just with the deltas in
now use DRS.
in quali.
DRS now available.
And yeah, they're very fast in this down this straight. See, I'm trying not to use all of my battery here. Just close the door and Ocon there. A little bit of skateboarding across that curb is annoying. Give Ocon a bit of a run on me, but I dealt with it well enough. Get myself back in DRS range if I can. That's what I mean about throwing it in too hard and not having the downforce to deal with it with a very heavy car. I know they've got better exits than me. Ocon looks like he's going to give this up, is he? No. I gave him a little bit of a squeeze. He is going to give it up. Oh, I just don't have the downforce. With a heavy car, oh my god. With a heavy car, it's brutal. In quali, we were able to throw the car about a bit, but here, not got that luxury.
Don't let them get away.
It was a learning curve with low fuel
back in.
as to how to deal with the car around this circuit on lower downforce, and it's clearly an even steeper curve as to how to deal with the car on full fuel around this circuit. Did not expect it to be quite such a handful. And I'm obviously trying to drive to the absolute maximum because they're so fast in a straight line. It's making it very difficult. Not got much battery retention either, but top end speed looks like it's okay when I've got DRS.
Focus on the driving.
But I'm going to have to be so careful in the corners. So maximum concentration mode is absolutely required here. Still got DRS range on those in front. Out of DRS range of those behind, and hopefully that will help us build a bit of a gap and we can consolidate in P13 and then maybe think about moving forward from there as the race goes on. Careful with your traction, Ches. There we go. Gap behind look growing rapidly. 1.3, 1.3 and a half, 1.4. That's the difference DRS is going to make. So very important to have it. Ocon is past Antonelli in front as well. Ocon is very highly rated actually in the game this year. 85 I think Ocon. Obviously Antonelli is nowhere near as highly rated at the moment as the rookie, but obviously we're anticipating his driver stats to go up with the first major patch. So we'll wait and see. But comfortable gap at the minute back to Hulkenberg of 2 seconds. Although they are gaining in every traction zone, so continually going to have to make sure that I drive the car appropriately and stick with these two in front, otherwise we'll just get dropped. Fuel's okay, it's stable at the minute. Fuel is about bang on.
Yellow flag.
Yellow flag in front, not sure what for. Presume someone went off. No, someone's retiring. Solly Behrman. Behrman's engine's gone pop. That's a free position.
Green flag.
No VSC or safety car for that. He could just pull over to the side of the track and they'll recover the car. So that's P12. Tyre wear's kicking in now as well. I'm absolutely dead in the traction zones compared to everybody. Our higher tyre wear is killing us. It's just part and parcel of being in the My Team at the beginning of the season. You are going to struggle for fuel economy, you're going to struggle for tyre wear, you're going to struggle for straight line speed, you're going to struggle for engine temps. Those hard-tired runners have just disappeared on us in front. Just straight up. We were relatively okay even after I dropped out DRS for a couple of laps, and then they just found another half second a lap, or my tyres fell off a cliff, one or the other. Now they're all over me. Fuel started to come down as well. 17% wear on the rear right, 20% wear on the front right. We're only on lap 9 of a supposed 19 lap stint. Going to wish we had the harder compound set here, so we had 2 sets of hards, not 2 sets of mediums.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Yeah, but Race position not looking good. They're so fast out the chicane in the final turn. It's actually silly. Like 0.3 to 0.4 a second from the chicane to the penultimate corner alone. Which is just nuts. It's too much, really. This is I can't fight it at all. I got nothing. Can't fight it at all. Dylan might get me as well. I just got hope to cling with Hulkenberg. You can see the understeer I'm getting from warm tyres in the dirty air. It's just a killer. Here we go. It's just ridiculous.
Okay, the car ahead's beginning to pull away. You know what to do.
Trying to do it. Not very fucking easy right now, Mark. Dylan's got me down to P14. I can't fight it. It's just too strong in a straight line. I'm even running like 6-7 ticks of wing lower on the front and rear than recommended. Just to try and deal with their straight line speed. Can't do it. It's so strong in the traction zones. I know I keep repeating myself every bloody weekend. But it's the overpowering feeling every single race day. It's that, my God, are they strong in these traction zones. Maybe it's partially because of tyre wear and the weight of the car, or something to do with my team, but I mean, that was 0.2 in the traction zone alone before you then even start to run down the rest of the hill. And I'm out of DRS, and we're going to get swamped by the two behind as well. So Alonso's going to have me, Gasly's going to have me. Teammate's obviously feeling it too as well, because he's dropped to the very back. So it must be a my team car thing. At least in part, it's got to be a my team part thing, because he's fallen off the cliff too with his race pace. I'd be very intrigued to do a 100% race, or at least start a 100% race with one of the regular real-life cars in a Grand Prix mode or something, just to see a comparison. I'm sure they're still very strong in the DRS, in the traction zones, but they've got to be even more overpowered right now because of this. It just has to be the case. I refuse to believe that they're that strong everywhere all the time in all modes. I'm going to get overtaken here by at least one, if not both. Yeah, shut your face. I don't need to know things like that. It just makes me even more depressed. We managed to make it to lap 15 thus far, though. So if we do want to undercut a little bit on the hard tyre, then we can stop on 17 or so. We're not that far away from the pit window now. Terrible. Absolutely useless, Ches.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on
hard by 2.
Here
comes Lawson as well. And Hadjar's right behind him too.
The car ahead is a second a lap faster than you.
Yep. Duly noted for the 17th time this Grand Prix. Hadjar's had me here. Stroll is sniffing as well. I'm going to box this lap. I'm going to box this lap for hard tyres.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Muscle memory again kicking in as I changed my controls. I just keep looking to the right when I'm trying to confirm something in the MFD. So I'm going to box this lap. Maloney is currently a long way back because he's suffering the same issues that I am, evidently. So it is definitely the car, not necessarily the game. Or at least the car exaggerates some flaws with the game's AI behaviour. So we will box this lap for a set of hard tyres and hope that we can be competitive enough when we come out of the pits on that fresh set. So it's just me. Piastri's going to get Maloney this lap down the straight. There's no two ways about that. We hope that we presume everyone else is two-stopping because tyre wear's so high. Traditionally, it has been a one-stop in career mode.
We had an issue attaching the front right wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us and get back into this race.
We have upgraded our pit crew, or at least we're in the process of upgrading our pit crew. But at this pit lane, I really didn't need a bodge stop. Never mind, off we go. And whoa,
we'll
steady.
One more stop today. One stop.
And Piastri has gotten Maloney, as you can see. So now we find out, is this two-stop strategy, going medium, hard, medium, going to help us finish anywhere other than one place in front of our teammate? Or are we going to qualify really well and then sink like a stone, as has been the case in some previous Grand Prix? Hopefully, as the car gets lighter,
to play around with ERS modes in your
we
MFD
become more and more
to.
competitive as it gets closer to replicating the quali pace that we have. We're certainly having to eat a lot of overtakes in the early stages at this point. Keep an eye on the gap to Maloney. See what happens there. Bortoletto's in the box. He's the only one to box
Let's use overtake
on this
and
lap,
burn
though,
off some of this
intriguingly.
energy.
I think the others might be boxing on 20 or 21. 19 was where we were supposed to box. We've just undercut a little bit, and hopefully that will work in our favour. We'll wait and see. Just need the gap to Maloney to shrink to prove to us we're doing the right thing. So Lando's in, as is one of the Red Bulls. But at this stage, a lot of the others continuing on. To be fair, a lot of people were on the hard tyre, actually. It seems just the medium runners are boxing at the moment. About when we were due to box as well. I don't think the undercut is going to be anywhere near as powerful as we want or need it to be. And then we're just going to end up, rather than eating overtakes, we're just going to end up eating time. I'll try and stick with, if I can come out of the box near someone, where we might actually just get ahead of Albon here. There he is. We are just going to be able to take Alex Albon, sweep across the racing line.
Nice move, good job.
But he's now on another set of medium tyres, whereas I'm on the hards, so he's going to be significantly quicker than me. So he's just going to overtake me. And then we're just going to fall further back again. It's going to be another race where we're battling
to the car in front.
to finish in front of our teammate, I think. This is fine. We're enjoying qualifying, and I know I bitch and moan a lot about how heavy the car is, how uncompetitive the car is, etc. You will just have to forgive me for that. I'm just too competitive. I don't like that the car is shit, but I want the challenge of the car starting at the very bottom and working to the top rather than starting the save with a midfield team. I want to have that satisfaction of knowing where we came from before then getting to the top. I probably should have let Albon overtake me there, so I could have had the DRS, to be honest. Probably should have paid a bit of DRS chicken so that I could stick with him down the straight, because he's now just going to completely disappear on me. We're closing on our teammate rapidly, and I mean rapidly. But everyone else is boxed now, so they're all just going to gap me again. And it's Monaco next, and those of you that have been watching for a while know how well that weekend's going to go. That's where qualifying well actually could lead to a decent finish because of track position. But I don't know as I'll be able to qualify well around Monaco. That never really happens, does it? Not in the first season, anyway. As long as trains like this stay together and they hold each other up, we have a chance of clinging onto the back of them. It's only a chance because I make one mistake and they're gone. But there's a chance of clinging on. At least until the tyres go, which is what happened in that first stint. We were in this situation holding on to the back of a train, and then the tyres fell off the cliff and everyone swamped us.
Okay, it's not good news, I'm afraid. Seems like an engine issue.
Oh, DRS is broken. My one saving grace down this straight. Pick a fucking side, pal. And it's gone. They will be able to fix DRS remotely.
Okay, there's a fault with the DRS. You will not be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out for now.
Again, as ever. When it doesn't rain, it pours on us. I'm feeling very wet this season. Very wet indeed. It's the second time in 7 races that the DNS has failed. It's the 4th time in 7 races we've had a technical fault. So I need to be able to upgrade my drag reduction. I need to be able to upgrade my weight reduction. I need to be able to upgrade my ERS durability and in general just prolong the life of it. And I need to upgrade my durability as well because everything's knackered. Although I can't do anything about the DRS.
The car behind is lapping faster than us by around a second.
I can't upgrade the DRS. Well, actually, you might be able to upgrade the DRS. I'm not sure, actually. You can, actually, but that comes under aero, not durability. So I can upgrade it with its efficiency in terms of how effective it is. But I don't know as I can upgrade it with regards to its durability to stop it from breaking all the bloody time. We might have the best DRS by a mile of the whole field by the end of the save, but if it's still breaking every other race, it's bloody pointless. Told that another creator, Hayden Gullis, who I'm sure you guys are familiar with, that are watching the YouTube content, his DRS got stuck open here at Imola, which forced him to basically retire the car, which is absolutely fair. Thankfully our DRS is not stuck open, but if it was stuck open, that's brutal. If it does get stuck open, that's the sort of thing that you box for to try and pit immediately, and if that doesn't work, then yeah, you retire the car. We've not been that unlucky here, not yet anyway, but now is where I'd love to be able to use a little bit of DRS, and I can't. So Hajar is just going to peace out in front of me. Many, many tears.
The car in front is a second a lap faster. 1 second.
Our DRS did get... Was it Australia where our DRS broke? I think it was Australia, wasn't it? It did get fixed without us having to box, I think. I'm pretty sure. Can't remember how long the fault lasted. Might have been 3 laps.
Your DRS is unavailable. The rear wing is down, so you can stay out while we work on a fix.
I am staying out whilst you work on a fix. I'm going to be boxing in 9 laps' time, so we're still quite a way away from the pit stop. But I would have DRS right now if it were working. Which it's not. In this situation, we would be able to make the overtake if we had DRS. But I don't have DRS. So they're just going to be too strong for me in the traction zones, and the slipstream alone, alongside the tyre wear, isn't going to be enough for me to be able to make the overtake, I don't think. And he's still got DRS on the car in front, just, I believe, as well. So until they fix my DRS, not really much I can do. Yep, there you go, he's got DRS, so he's just going to comfortably stay ahead of me. There you go, Bortoletto in. He'll be going to hards to the end. I'm just going to get out of the way of Lawson. No point losing any race time. So we're going to pit for a set of medium tyres to take us to the end of the Grand Prix. Pitting should fix our DRS fault. Even though they told me they'd be able to work on a fix remotely, they haven't. And boxing should fix it. Now I'm told that the old bug of if you have a DRS fault and you get it fixed in the pits, and then you flash back post pit stop, I'm told that that old bug of it breaking your DRS again is still a thing.
Okay, we had an issue removing the left rear wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind us and finish the race strong.
That's 2 bodged pit stops out of 2 here at Imola today. So my DRS should be fixed now.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
And it is, but if I flash back, I'm told that 100% of the time that DRS failure will happen again. So for the next 19 laps, I can not flash back at all. Otherwise, my DRS will break again. And whilst we are looking at... Oh, he's steady. See, I would have flashed that back, but I can't now. Whilst we're looking at fuel being quite low, the car behind us on track is a Mr. Verstappen, who is going to lap me. So we are going to be finishing on lap 62, not 63. The getting lapped streak continues. Teammate in the box now as well, the lap after me, so he'll be going to another set of mediums or another set of hards. Probably mediums, I imagine. He went medium. Sorry, he went medium hard, did he, Zane? Oh, no, he's gone hard. Okay, so he's going to the medium tyres next then. So Zane will be running the medium, same as me, to the end of the race now. Currently running P21, soon to be at least P20, because we'll overtake our teammate. And Doohan is somewhere. Where's Doohan now? Doohan's all the way up here. Okay. I could have sworn there was an Alpine behind me at some point. I must have been mistaken. Lawson's in the box as well. Maybe it was the RB that was behind me, not the Alpine.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 0.3 seconds.
Oh no, Lawson was in front of me, wasn't he? Lawson was in front of me because he was the one I was chasing. Maybe I was Hajar behind and we boxed, and now he's in front of me, potentially. I don't know. Wasn't paying too much attention, if I'm completely honest.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care.
I know, I've just pit and put them on, you twat! Stop telling me that every fucking pit stop. Yeah, I do like Kota Sector 1.
But remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
The bit on the way out, though, over the crest is a pain in the arse. Especially because traditionally the AI have been really strong there. Max Verstappen, I better let him through. He'll probably try and drive me off track otherwise. Come on, Tess, fix up. That's it. I would have flashed back then. Go on, Max, through you go. And we're lapped. Do I care enough about F1 to spend countless hours practicing with a wheel? Yes. Do I have those countless hours spare or the health to do it?
Tyre
No.
condition still looking good.
I don't purposefully not take part. Like, I haven't removed myself from Creator Series out of preference. I would love to still be in it, but I know I'm not fast enough, and it's not fair for me to take a spot when someone else should be there instead. Lando's out. Lando's retired. Lando's put it in a wall, I think. Has he, or has he just pulled over by Marshall's post there? Oh, his engine's gone. Lando's retiring from the race because his engine's gone. That's massive for the championship. Actually, is it massive for the championship? Max has won every race session so far, other than the one race he retired in Miami. No, it's not massive for the championship at all. It's big for Lando. Well done, Ches. It's big for Lando. But it's not big for the championship.
Green flag. Green flag. We're racing again.
We're
Let's
one
go.
McLaren down. I will not be P20 soon, but I'm a lap behind, so I'm going to have to do another lap before I gain the position. As we start our final lap, it's been a bit of a highlightless stint, this final one, certainly. With a DRS failure, not necessarily helping at all either.
Okay, so
DRS failure that came back again, obviously, with the bug when I flashbacked after boxing to have it fixed, but I wouldn't have had the pace to keep up anyway. Teammate closed to within 5 seconds of us, or about 5 seconds as we were getting lapped. But we've opened it back up to 7.5 again, although he has let one of the Mercedes through, presumably George Russell. So it's opened the gap up a little bit. I've had the edge over my teammate this race weekend. And like we say, on 1 lap pace, I've been decent. And the car's been decent. But at race pace, at the minute, we are driving a not very good car. It's getting better, but rather evidently, it's still nowhere near good enough. But it's a long season. It's to be a long save, a long multi-season save. So, the improvements we've made thus far are already better than where I thought we'd be by this stage in the save. So, whilst I will complain, I shouldn't complain too much. But because of my competitive nature, I will complain. P19 in back-to-back races in Miami and Imola. And up next, Monaco.
And in the end,
There's no Verstappen. Max Verstappen. So Max was on every race that he's finished, he's won. So Max is having a 2023 domination level season. Although Charles did set the fastest lap of the session, and it was quite close for the podium between Charles, Yuki, and Lewis Hamilton. But the rest, not quite so much. Lapped all the way down to P12. We finished P19 after qualifying P12, which is really disappointing. But you can see my teammate fell too, so it is the car, not necessarily the driver. Or maybe it's a mixture of both. Lando actually did classify, even though he DNF'd, he's just registered as being 6 laps behind, but he is registered as a classified finisher. So in the standings, it should show him as finishing P21 rather than DNF, I would imagine, in the menus. We'll wait and see how things look. Fan rating is significantly improving. The good qualifying performance will have obviously contributed to that, and all of the upgrades we've made off the circuit as well, or non-car related upgrades with regards facility improvements and XP improvements and boosts, etc. So let's jump back to the office and see what we can do. Right, so we've got an engineering facility event. The facility has requested your attendance at today's meeting to help them resolve an issue. What's the problem, mate? A high-profile celebrity has expressed interest in visiting our chassis department to film a music video. Okay. The exposure could be fantastic for our team, drawing attention from a whole new audience. However, the production will undoubtedly disrupt our engineers' workflow. Should we roll out the red carpet or keep everything to ourselves? 5% morale is worth it, I think, for the boost. I can't do any activities there. Can I do anything here? Can't even fit the chassis visit in for the celeb. Only got 2 days, and let's do fan rating. Constantly trying to do fan rating because I want to add more stuff to the car. We did actually change the livery. I intended to mention that at the beginning of the episode, and in typical me fashion, completely forgot. The car now does look different. We've removed the Uterp sponsor from the front left of the side pod and added opaque up there on the engine cover, and that's obviously reflected on either side, and it looks quite smart actually. If you look at the car from behind, which we can do here, it looks quite smart the way that it kind of mirrors itself and kind of tapers in towards the exhaust. So I like that change that we've done there, and we're not far away from fan rating 2, where we should be able to add some more decals to the car as well, hopefully. So the car should be looking quite significantly different in due course. Good. Contractor management is improved on the engineering side of things, meaning we can now improve the personnel facilities somewhere else. I can't. I can, however, improve the engineering department somewhere. So, owner XP each time development is successfully developed for the first time. That would help. But 2 projects at the same time is going to be important. Research 2 projects aero-wise. Let's do that. It's going to cost us a little bit of pennies, but we can afford it at the moment. We've got plenty of money available. We'll go into research and development as well as we progress through. This could be a disappointing weekend. Matthijs is a bit harsh on me, isn't he, really? He doesn't really fully understand or doesn't really fully appreciate how shite the car is. Fuel efficiency is good. We'll add that to the car. Everything that we had on Martin's car for that last race will be added to Maloney's car for Monaco, which is good. Development-wise, that's still going. Powertrain-wise, the ECU is done. That's excellent. Let's do one of the spark plugs, though. Or do I do ECU still? I might do ECU again. I just want to upgrade the ECU as quickly as I possibly can, really. Get that done and dusted. Durability-wise, everything's on the way as well. And we'll just double-check. Research. Can we spend any resource points anywhere that we're not currently doing? I might be able to do this. I will be able to do that once the facility upgrade is done. But we've obviously just got to get to that point in time. I need to upgrade the facility on the chassis side. That's going to be the next thing that we do on the chassis side in the facility upgrades. And similarly for the powertrain too. Rather evidently, we need to be able to progress the car in those areas as soon as possible. We've got 6,600 resource points sat there not being spent at the moment. And I would very much like to spend them as soon as possible, please, to improve the car a bit more. So, engineering facility improvement complete. Research is done.
I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development.
Yes, I know.
Let's get that
It's
performance
just
on the
happened.
car.
Chassis development breakthrough. Actually, let's give that a read rather than just skimming over it. Want to inform you that your recent investment in the chassis department has unlocked new research possibilities that we couldn't access before. We'd already evidently done it. The thing that I was just talking about. This is a great opportunity for our team. When you have a moment, it might be worth reviewing the research possibilities. This is exactly what we're going to do now. So that's what we had actually previously done. So now I should have lots more chassis things available to me. And we do. Morale is low. That 5% morale change shouldn't really have made it low. 5% shouldn't take it from normal to low, but it is what it is. And we might be able to do 2 at once here. I want to do the reduction first. Just a lighter car is better. And it's not going to be done till Canada, but Canada is quite the power track, so that will come in handy. And can I do one here as well? I can indeed. Let's spend the resource points whilst they're available to us. The front wing flap's been done as well. We can now do the front downforce and need the facility upgrades to unlock any more on the drag reduction. And it's only going to cost me 62 resource points to do that. And that too should be done, hopefully, by Canada. That's obviously only the research. The development side of things will then take a further amount of time. But the gurney flaps are researched. And it will let me... Oh, I've got 2 slots here, haven't I? I've got 2 slots on the aerodynamic side of things. Excellent. Excellent. Well, the car and team are getting better. That cannot be denied. But I still need more. I still need more research 2 products in the durability side of things. To develop 2 parts in the chassis, that's going to be important. Developing multiple things at once in the chassis department is going to be huge. Can I improve anywhere else, or have we still not got enough? Still not got enough unlocks on facility improvements or personnel. So tyre allocation for Monaco. I'd be tempted to go harder, but really we're probably going to be looking to 1 stop anyway with a medium hard and just take track position and say, sorry, you can't get past to the majority of the other drivers. So we'll go with balanced. And then if we have to run another medium set, then we have to run another medium set. But I'm going to look to run medium hard or hard medium in Monaco and hope that the tyres last. With regards the performance of the car and the team, rivalry-wise, we're still behind Sauber. They've only got 1 point themselves still. And then result-wise, season results. I was going to see what it said for Lando. It does say P21. He was classified as finishing in P21, but you can see what Max is doing, smashing it. And Tsunoda and Charles Leclerc are just sharing the podium more often than not at the moment. With regards to the development of the car, was that here? Can't quite recall where that was. Not in finances. Drivers, workforce. Was it progress history? Might be progress history in here. Here we go. And yeah, we're right behind VCarb apparently. It's obviously just our straight line speed and our weight at the minute that is affording us the lack of competitiveness. But as soon as that comes down, then the car will certainly be challenging for positions higher than P19 and P20 most of the weeks. We've certainly taken a step backwards in terms of our competitiveness, even though the car supposedly has taken a step forward, as you can see. And of course, it is a mandatory 2-stop at Monaco that I'd forgotten about. It is in the game, so we will be medium harding at Monaco. And whether when we do those stops will determine which tyres we run and when. That is, of course, if it's dry. If it's wet, I'm sure there'll still be a mandatory 2-stop, but it depends if it's fully wet or whether it's not fully wet. Hopefully it's not wet at all. And the answer to that quandary is that it's only wet during practice 3 on the Saturday morning. So, fine. Mandatory double pit stop at Monaco. But it's not going to cost us too much. Hopefully we can use it to our advantage. And we'll be fine competitively throughout the course of the week. Basically, my plan is to park the bus and then try and get the elbows out and not let people past. But that is everything done for me for this episode, I think. So please do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on what is normally a Laugh at Ches episode at Monaco, and I'm sure you'll have it too. But for now, that's all for this one. I appreciate your support as ever. Please do keep the support coming for this save. I'd very much appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one tomorrow.